I'm John Valentino with John and Bob's, and I get a lot of questions about turf, about lawn, and it is the plant that requires the most amount of nutrients in order for it to look at its best. And so I thought it'd be helpful to show you one that we've switched completely over to John and Bob's. We do applications of blend and applications of nourished biosol, and the problem we were having before we started using the John and Bob's, what the owner consulted me about, is lots of fungal problems, and with cool season turf, particularly in hot areas, that's common. When the weather gets warm, like it does here in Fresno, over 100, you have to water more, and then if your water percolation is not good and you have standing water, it's very likely that you'll get a fungal disease. And typically what was being done on this lawn is what is frequently done. And when you get a fungal disease, you spray a fungicide. But when you spray a fungicide, you not only kill the problem, which is a bad fungus, but you also kill your only hope of controlling that bad fungus without spraying anything, and that is good fungi. So when you spray a fungicide, it kills the bad fungus and the good fungi. And so the whole premise of John and Bob's is we don't want to spray a fungicide. We want to build up the good fungi in the soil, and the good fungi are way stronger than the bad fungus, and they'll eat it. And so this at this house, there's about 35,000 square feet of lawn, all cool season, so a type of fescue blend. And they were being really ravaged in the summer with these high temperatures and fungal diseases, and the lawn really looked terrible in the summer. Right now we're getting right in the beginning of the summer. We've had some pretty warm temperatures, and we're in about our second year of only John and Bob's applications. So the whole idea here is not only building up life in the soil, so building up those good fungi, but improving the soil in a way that the soil can produce its own nitrogen, so you don't have to fertilize as much. And also, when you enrich the soil with all of those microbes, you don't need to water as much. So the watering is more efficient, you can water less, the chance of pests and disease is way less, and the nutrient level is just as high, as you can see from the look of this lawn. Very green, about as green as it can be, and the key is healthy soil and nitrogen, but in the form of organic nitrogen. So we're not feeding it with synthetic nitrogen, which makes it grow real fast and damages the soil. When you make it grow real fast and damage the soil, you're opening it up to more pests and disease, and by damaging the soil, I mean you're killing those good fungi, and then you're more likely to have fungal problems in the summer. So this lawn, 35,000 square feet, only John and Bob's, looking fantastic on about May 25th, and that's really the key to a healthy, good-looking lawn. One of the other interesting things when people want to change over to John and Bob's is they're worried about the color, because it's known that high nitrogen fertilizers make that lawn real green. It's every bit as possible to make it just as green with nourished biosol and other organic fertilizers, but it's done differently. The numbers on the fertilizer are much lower, but we're feeding the soil and not just applying that high nitrogen directly to the turf. Impossible to burn, that's another great thing. If you use a synthetic fertilizer when it's warm and you don't water it in properly, very, very possible to burn the lawn. Even if you didn't water at all, you wouldn't burn the lawn with the John and Bob's products. So lots of advantages, including Chip can play on it and your kids can play on it without any concern about pesticides and synthetics that are bad for the soil, bad for the groundwater, bad for us playing on it. All by using the organic products, it's all healthy stuff that's easy to apply, won't burn, and easy to use.